it going? This is like the earliest I've started streaming in a while. I mean, not that I shouldn't be proud of that. If anything, that's awful because I'm still later than I would have hoped to get started. But want to see something weird? Is I didn't finish my breakfast. And when I say breakfast, I mean like this purple stuff. I don't mind. It's like purple goo. I'm just gonna have a bit of that, if you don't mind. Um, so what's yeah, today I think is more art day time. More art forever. Not literally, but a little more art. Because that's what we left off the other day. So I'm gonna run the script. I might as well switch over to screen cam if I'm gonna run the script. Why not? And there we go. Trusty Bard. And was that me? Is that me? Oh, who else is it here? Someone else is here. Wow, look at all these people here. Some people might be lingering in chat. I noticed there was chat was not empty when I fired up the stream this morning. Some people might be farming experience in that manner. But yeah, so I think I was working on I was about to get started on the cave. On was it Friday when we left off? So let me bust open that. And so yeah, what was it? I think it was literally the cave. It was that because I had just done the transition into the cave from the mountains, as I recall. And yeah, so this is gonna be fun. So much fun this will be. Excuse me. I do have a plan for this. I have a rough plan for this. So basically, what I need to do is make the cave bigger. So the first thing I'll do is I'll say canvas size. Yeah, so it's 1600 pixels. We're going to 1920 pixels, and I can get rid of this layer because that's not what the characters look like anymore. And I might want to put the characters in here just because. I don't want them to bonk their heads. The characters are taller now, so I don't want them to bonk their heads on the ceiling. But, I mean, that's probably not strictly necessary. PerkTech, hey, how's it going? Welcome. So, it is nice to have them there for reference. But, I don't know, well, I guess I kind of have to do it eventually. I'll wait till I have better art for them. Right now, the art is still somewhat temporary, so. Alright, what are our layers here? Alright, oh yeah. So, this layer is the foreground. That one's easy enough to update. I just need to scatter a few extra rocks along the ground, not even that many. And, so what is this layer? Wow, this is like the entire top layer? Really? The entire top layer, or the entire, like, middle, near ground is all on one layer? That's super convenient. I must have accidentally squashed those together and saved it like that at some point. Well, it's not great for drawing. I guess it actually doesn't really matter, because it's not like I'm going to go back and edit any of the, it's not like I'm going to go back and edit any of the stuff that I've already drawn. I just need to add in this extra space. So, hold on. I was going to be a super cheaty person and, leverage the extent to which some of this might slot cleanly into the transition pieces. So let me just look up the mountain transition to cave. It was the near ground that we haven't done yet, or that we haven't finished doing yet. So, right, the near ground, yeah. So as it is now. Yeah, I was thinking if I could just split this cleanly somewhere, then think. Yeah, I was actually gonna do it like right. I guess I was. Yeah, I was lining it up right at like that cut. Hmm. Interesting. Uh. Wait a second. How does Wait, how does that even connect? Is that a bad seam and I just never really paid attention to the fact that that's a terrible seam? No. Oh my gosh. Is it? Oh my gosh. Am I just like really oblivious? I feel like I must be just really oblivious because how else could that seam possibly work? Whoa. Whoa. Thank you for checking. um, yeah, thank you. I apparently mess them up sometimes, but I think I know what happened here. I think I did. Wait, no. How on earth could that even happen? Because like this line has to connect to this edge. That's just that's funny or sad or something. I don't know. So well, that might make this easier if all I have to really do now is copy from here and like slap it in here. Um, oh wait, yeah, no. I think that's literally all I really have to do, I guess. Except, let me think. Do I have to keep do I have to keep the transition opaque? Because like if I mean like that's the thing that's really like most obvious to me is that this is clear. There's clearly like it'll be more obvious if I hide the other layers, so it's clear what I'm talking about. But yeah, like this there's clearly transparency on this seam, and then there's just an abrupt whatever over here. Oh man, I thought I was being careful about this stuff, but apparently not very careful. I must have maybe I just had to come back and re-edit this layer at some point, and no, I don't remember how that happened. It was funny. It's funny because I'm fixing it. It'd be less funny if I hadn't noticed it ever, and it just stayed that way forever. All right. So, whew. All right. What? So, yikes. Seriously, man. All right. No. This is entirely doable. Let's copy this. No. I don't take suggestions, PergTech. Um, and also that's a bad suggestion. Thank you for. I assume you're like trying to be helpful, but I assure you that that's not helpful. I appreciate the spirit in which a person might try to be helpful, but that's not helpful. So if you could be so kind as not to voice that, that would actually be fantastic. If you could, thank you very much. So doop doop. All right. I'll stop bemoaning whatever weird error I had made, and I'm gonna rinse your chat because you seem incapable of understanding what I just said. But if you could please, if you would not mind being so kind as to avoid that, thank you. Alright. So now I just have to justify this instead. Really? Oh, but can I? Because, like, some of this area is repeated down here, but I think that's okay. I think that should be fine. I'll just change half of it. On one side. So, doop doop. Why is my eraser tool not working? Oh, it is. Okay. It was just erasing to reveal something very similar underneath. Okay. So where's a good... I guess I could just, like, see if this works. I'm just going to try erasing around this rock here and see how that goes. It might work. Might look dumb. We'll see. Yeah. That might be fine. That might be the amount of effort I feel like putting in right now. Alright, so let's smooth out these lines a little bit. Dropper tool. Oh, sample from image. Oops. Wrong color. Hey, it's one time. So, is that fine? Yeah, like I said, it's about how much I feel like doing right now. Oh, yeah. So, okay. Also, so this green line, I don't think I'm actually going to need to extend it across the screen, but it does extend across the screen, and I think that's okay. I think that should be, well, you know what, it's not going to kill me to double check. I think it looks fine, but why not be certain? Why not? So, oops, wrong layer. Copy and paste and slide down. There we go. Yeah, we were fine there. Alright, yeah, we just need to fix this edge, because this edge is correct. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, and that rock over there is repeated, so I should do something about that. Alright, so this layer, smooth this out. Oops, wrong layer. This layer, smooth this out. And save that, I suppose. Yeah, I think this is probably fine. And that was actually easier than it sometimes is. Yeah, so the one thing that irks me is just that this shape here is repeated down here. So let's just change this. There's no reason this has to stay as it is. So let's just sample this color. Let's use a bigger brush for one thing. Brush is microscopic. Doop derp. Derp derp derp. And I'm only gonna crush as far as this area here. Because that was the part that was really obvious. Alright, so then let's go back up to this layer, pick this. Alright, so I don't know, we just have to do rocks here. What type of rocks? I guess roundish rocks. Well, I guess we kind of just did roundish rocks there. Yeah, whatever. Just rocks. Just rocks. That's all it needs to be. So like that, for example, is a rock. Maybe. It could be. You can't prove it's not a rock. Let me see if I can remember how I used to draw these things. Yeah, and then have like a bigger, rounder one next to it, which will come down, I guess, like that. Oh yeah. Oh man, I used to use this technique a lot. Whenever I don't like how things are, I can just put a rock in front of it, and then bam, automatically perfect. There's a rock there. That's what's happening right there. It doesn't look weird, there's just a rock there is what's happening. Oh, putting rocks in front of things. It's been too long. Oh yeah, also I should be very sparing with the line width here because we're approaching the edge of the cave, and I don't know, it's just like brighter near the edge of the cave or something. I don't know. Alright, so there are also supposed to be fewer rocks as we approach the mouth of the cave, so doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop-a-doop. That's fine. That is just fine. Alright, so yeah, I can, okay, cool. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to do this first. Oh, okay, I was about to say this is ready for export, but because I hadn't done the other part, I didn't even bother doing this part yet, so let's do this part real quick. So let's get rid of the green stuff, because the green stuff doesn't matter over here. And then let's just fill in this spot right here. And then we're gold with this transition piece, which I think means that I think this is the last piece of transition between Jonas. Hey, welcome. How's it going? This is the last transition piece for the mountains to the cave. So that literally looks like I just dragged a line across the two. So let me just smooth this out so it looks slightly more natural, slightly more natural, a little bit more natural. Alright, save that, and then I can smoosh these two layers together because these layers are friends. Oh, the transparency. Yes. Is that legit? Or is that going to reveal weirdness? That might reveal weirdness. I might not be able to do that as much. I might want to tone. But basically, I probably want to fill in these little ones and then like. Hold on, let me think. Is this going to actually cause problems? Yes. 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 No? Either yes or no. The answer is either yes or no. Or maybe. Or like a little bit. Is this a mispronunciation request? Or is it an actual pronunciation request? Because if it's an actual pronunciation request, spoiler alert, it's a mispronunciation request. Hold on, my text is really small on that computer. Let me see, what does this say? Does it say... That's an O, right? O-U-A. But that U has like umlauts or something? Wow, I need glasses or something. I just need a bigger font on my other computer. Oh, they all have umlauts. Okay, so I honestly have no clue what umlauts do. So I'm going to say, is that pronounced umlaut, umlaut, aumlaut? Is that how it's pronounced? Alright, what am I opening here? Yeah, I need to look at the other transition pieces. So, oh, the other transition is the middle transition. The mid-ground, and it's actually shifted. Wait, which direction is that shifted? Wait, this. Oh, I haven't done the mid-ground. Okay, I lied. It's not that we're done with the cave transition; it's that we haven't done anything involving the cave transition yet. What pixel is this at? Is this dead center? This is right at the 800. So, if it's dead center, then yeah. I think we should be okay with that level of transparency. Just a little bit of transparency right on the edge should be okay, because the middle layer moves at what speed? The middle layer moves at a rate of 4, and the top layer moves at a rate of 6. So, in order for this to be a problem, the top layer would have to move twice as fast as the lower layer, and it doesn't. So I think we should be okay with that. Alright, so that's good. I do still need to expand this layer because this layer so far is unedited, which is weird. I guess I must have started with the top layer, and then as soon as I hit a stumbling block, just kind of put that on hold for a little while. Did I do the bottom layer? Background. Maybe not. Maybe. Oh, it does look a little narrower. Yeah, I think I did the background. I just haven't done the middle ground yet. Or did I? Hold on. No, yeah, no, I definitely didn't. Nope. It would have been nice if I had, but no, I left that for today, me. Uh, Yay, I did it. Umlaut. I assume you just say umlaut. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce umlauts. You just say umlaut after the vowel. I, as you might be able to guess, I'm not a linguist. Not, at least not a professional. Not a professional linguist. What is this file even? What is this file even? Useless is what this file is. Why do I even have that around? Anyways. Alright, so yeah, midground. Yeah. Alright, so so I'm preserving, in this case I'll be preserving the seam in the exact center of the image, right? Because as we checked, it was on the 800th pixel. Yes. Okay, so when we expand this canvas, we will want to keep the image centered and bump it up to 1920. And as with the others, we'll want to take the edges and maintain those. Like push those to the end. Push them to the edge of the image. Oops, wrong tool. Sweet. Push this to the edge of the image, and then just fill in the in between. Oh, oops. I have to be very careful because I don't really have anything to indicate the edge of this image except for the white space. So I think that's right. Actually, it doesn't have to be literally perfect because clearly nothing connects here. And then same thing on the other side. Oh, and on the other side, yeah, I should double check because I screwed up the other one. So it's entirely possible that I screwed up this one. Screwed up this one too. Let's look at that for a second. Let's hide that layer. Let's hide this layer. Show the midground layer. Oh my gosh, this is one solid image too. Great. Fantastico. Whoa. Yep, I totally did. How? Wow. I don't know. I spent like way too long on this cave background, and even then it didn't work because I still made stupid mistakes. But that's fine. Actually, in the last case, it was vaguely advantageous. So maybe this will be similarly advantageous. We just have to, yeah, maybe we just do the same same thing. So deselect. Well, actually, no, that could be okay. Let's just take, because like the other one ended with the this one ended with the, actually this one, oh, this one I can export so that I can close it because I don't have to worry about this one anymore. So okay, before I get back to that, let's squish these layers. Select all, copy, file, open the nearground.ping, paste this, expand canvas, save this. Okay. And then we're good there. We can close these now. Oh wait, cancel. Undo the smooshing. Undo. Save that. Now close that. Okay. Alright, so yeah. As before, let's copy this. Paste. Whoops, new layer. Paste here. Whoops, wrong layer. Copy this. Paste this on this new layer. Alright. And then we can slide this down to the edge. And then we can, wow, why is it, sometimes the slidey tool like goes by like a gazillion pixels at a time. And I don't know how to make it not do that. Why do you do that? I need pixel precision here. You tool. You literal tool. Is that? I think that's right. All right. Oh, and I guess there actually technically isn't an edge there, so it doesn't need to be pixel precise. All right, so let's now just start knocking down this wall until we get this image to look okay. Oh, holding my stylus upside down. Whoa, God! Yeah. Why? Sometimes my stylus just goes rogue. It's just like you wanted like a weird dragging mark across the screen, right? That's what you wanted. No stylus. No, I did not. Oh, and I can shave off that top edge. Oh yeah, I remember that. Top edge is technically unnecessary. That red line on the top. All right, but yeah, as I was doing, I guess we might as well reveal the minecart, cause like, why not? So just knock down a bunch of this stuff until we get. I mean, I could just like. It might actually be easier just to. Just like, actually, I guess I shouldn't even erase that. I should just. It might be easier just to keep it like that. Actually. Oh, but I can't have transparency on this. Wait, actually, let me look at the background. The background is, yeah, this one. Whoa. Whoa. What? How does that work? Whoa. Yeah, I think I did something just really sloppy with the, I think I just, oh man. I'm kind of a mess. I think I just did something really sloppy with, when I changed the, when I was working on the loops for the cave. I think I set up the transitions and then offset the loops so that I could tidy up the edges, but I think what I forgot in doing that was that like I'd made fairly careful measurements against the edges. But now I've done a bunch of transitions since then. Yikes. Well, maybe I should change it now, and then maybe the other transitions will be easy to change too. Hold on, let me take a peek at the other transitions. It's in cave transition to the forest. Let's look at the near ground and the middle ground, and then whoa. Yeah, this is super messed up. Because none of these transitions should work correctly. If what I'm seeing is correct. Wow, when did I do that? And why? I'm so weird. So weird. Why would I do that? Why? Why on earth did I do this to myself? I mean, it's I guess it's good that I decided to just randomly like change stuff, because I don't know if I ever would have noticed this exactly. I mean, maybe it was really subtle. Maybe no one was noticing it, but yeah, no. The thing that's freaking me out now is that like, if I put like any degree of transparency here, this layer moves twice as fast as the layer it's covering, and the layer it's covering ends like here. Like there's a seam here. So if there's transparency on this layer, then it will definitely hit the seam and it'll expose it. So I guess like yikes. Well, I do know one way I can fix this. I can basically just wow. No, I really whenever I did that, I mean okay, so at this point I'm thinking like one of the simpler things might just be to undo like the weird shift that I made to these layers when I was trying to change their or when I wasn't trying to, or I for whatever reason thought it would be a good idea to change like the edges of the loop, and I can kind of like, wait, this is the forest. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, and this should work. Yeah, if I change it back so that it works with like the original loops, I think it'll work for the later transitions too. Because I'm pretty sure I lazily just like copied this for the other transitions as well. So yeah, I think that's probably in the best interest. So now all I really have to figure out is like where was the original seam? Like, I mean, clearly it had like a rock and like very little else. I think it was like the cave mouth sort of space. I think this was the rock actually, and then I just like cut stuff out of the center of this in order to get it to fit. So I'm gonna try that, I suppose, and then I will of course have to redo the top layer, but I'll redo it in a way that it will eventually work, which is a nice thing for the top layer to do. Uh, Yikes. Good times. All right. Sorry. I'm just kind of an idiot, I guess. All right, all right. So this rock here. This is the rock in question. So basically, what we need to do is we need to line up this rock to the very edge of the screen instead of where it lives now. So hold on. Let's hide these layers in the background for a minute, and I'll perform surgery on the top layer. So, oh yeah, I have an idea. Let's yeah. So hold on. Let's open. I have to go to the original file, so I'll have to remember not to accidentally ruin this original file. The for the background of the mountain to the cave on the foreground, or excuse me, on the near ground. So I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to make a new layer and paste it in here, and then I'll slide this around to see where this lines up, because we'll know that because this was the original transition, and so this one, wherever this one lines up is it. And it looks like I don't have to be pixel precise because it looks like I can slide this one a little bit and it lines up a lot. So so yeah, I can kind of take my pick, or I should choose whatever looks most natural. So like, I don't think this was a very big rock. I think it was like, actually, oh wait, no, I can find this out as well by show hiding this layer. And if we got it correct, then yeah, okay, we got it correct. Okay, good. So now let's okay, so now let's invert the selection, or how should we do this? Yeah, whatever. Let's get rid of that layer. Let's yeah, let's just from this layer, let's no, invert the selection. Invert selection. Let's oh, I should have slid this down first. That's fine though. Let's just cut this temporarily, put it in a new image, just for safekeeping. And then we can go back and... Oh, wait, I don't need so many of these to be open right now. Especially not that one. Close that for now. I don't really need that for now. This one I will need to revisit. And this one's going to be weird to revisit. Oh, man. No, it should... If I restore this correctly, then this one should automatically work. So I won't worry about that one yet. But we will have to test that to make sure I got it correct. Yeah. Alright, so select all. Now let's slide it on down to the very end. And we will restore the loop to its former glory, to its rightful loopfulness, and all will be right in the world. Alright, so now, yeah, let's, fine, yeah, sure, take that. Let's add in a new layer. Oh, we have a new layer. Let's rinse this layer because we don't need it anymore. No! This layer. Uh, paste this here and reconnect the pieces. Y'all. Why? Why, translation tool, do you sometimes go by 1 pixel and do you sometimes not go by 1 pixel? Why? Is that right? Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, so now this is mostly correct. Except now I actually want to slide it back in the other direction a little bit. Probably. Hold on, let's find out. Yeah, so I can smoosh these layers now. Put them back together. And then, yeah, alright, so let's see where I actually want to insert this break. Based on, oh, this is not, we don't need this anymore. Based on what? We actually don't even need this right now. Whatever, I'll just save it and close it for now. Wait, what? Save as? What do you mean save as? Oh, yeah, save as. Sure, yeah. Okay, yeah, save as. Oh, yeah, that weird one that we don't actually need. I don't know what that one was about. Yes. BG's Q, good. Yes, okay. Yeah, right, so let's open the top layer again, the near ground. Not because what we had was okay, but because I need to... Alright, so basically, yeah, I think we want to put the break right next to this cave mouth. And we just want to extend from there. Yeah. It's kind of featureless there, actually. So maybe I should do right after the cave mouth. Yeah. Maybe I should just keep this edge and then put something after the cave mouth. That could be good, right? Yeah. Yeah, this seems fine. All right, so hopefully the last sliding I do for a little while will be to take basically all of this, and actually I can take a little bit more than that. Like basically all of this, and slide this back against the other side, back to the other edge. All right. Whoops. Wrong tool. So yeah, the reason that it was important to keep the loop where it was is that instead of having transparency as close to the edge as possible, I actually wanted as much opaqueness as close to the edge as possible. Because the reason the seam is not in the exact center in the background image is because I measured exactly how much affordance I actually had based on the transparency of the actual layers. And so because I based that on the position of transparency on those other layers, it's important that I retain that. So yeah. I probably want to put like a peak of transparency in this like new section, just so it's not completely flat and boring, but not much. Yeah. Actually, I mean, kind of like how I'm sparing with stuff in the foreground next to the edges of the seams. I might want to actually add in some extra stuff here too, so that the transparency is closer to the just push it away from the edge a bit. Because right now it's like 200 pixels in, which I guess is pretty good. Yeah, no, I'll just leave it for now. Should I? How many pixels from the edge is this? This is like 1550-ish. So it's like 400-ish. A little less than 400, like 300 something. Yeah, no, that's fine. It is. Alright. I have enough to do without taking on new stuff like that. Should I? It would actually save me. It would actually make things easier when I did other transitions to and from the cave. I wouldn't have to go quite as like exaggerated with some of the background, with some of the backing stuff, which actually could be nice. So yeah, maybe I will. I mean, these rocks are pretty boring, so it's not like I have to. It's not like I have to preserve any like sanctity of these rocks here. Basically, just like cut them wherever, and then yeah. So I guess I'll just relocate it so that just a little bit. The transparency will just be a little bit further out, and maybe I will keep this. Maybe I won't introduce new transparency to those edges. Maybe those will just be the transparent regions, and I'll just so I can actually position this. Hey, it's on time. I can position this fairly centrally. Maybe? Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, so, might not save me as much time on the top image, but whatever. It'll get me better results, so it's the important part. Yes. Good. So yeah, okay, let's justify these edges. So what should be here? I guess, not transparency. My first thought was like, there could be an opening. No, it's like, no transparency. Alright, well, yes, obviously the first thing should be, the ground. There should be the ground. It'd be good to have ground here. And actually, I can draw that onto the same layer. Because it's pretty straightforward. It's literally a straightforward tunnel. All you do is in this tunnel, you march straight forward. Is how that works. So, huh. I wonder if I could give if I could give like a more panoramic feel to one of the, remember, it's not panoramic, but like a more rotational feel. So it doesn't just feel like you're walking in a straight line. That could be an interesting challenge for one of my later endeavors. For now, though, for starters, let's just fill in this cave wall. Derp derp, derp derp derp. I realize that I'm going over the edges a little bit. I can clean that up because this is on a separate layer. So this is on a separate layer, right? Yes, good. Derp 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 derp. Oh, this is me not having interesting things to say because I'm in the middle of drawing. So actually, yeah, one thing that, because like drawing doesn't always take up my full attention, let me open up my scratch pad for the event stuff so that I can be thinking about that at the same time. Alright. This list isn't as like important as it might have been, I guess, when I first wrote it, but no, this is that even, is my head covering that up? These are just like the things that last week I just jot these down to start thinking of more events to add to the game. So maybe I'll be thinking about that as I'm working on art. Alright, so cave. I will be thinking a lot about the cave because I don't want to mess. For one, at this point, I just don't want to mess the cave up again. That's like my biggest goal there. Wow. I must have been really into, like, I'm still trying to figure out like how I messed it up in the first place, like how I messed it up that other time, and like all I can think is that I must have been like so into what I was doing, because it's such a dumb mistake to have made. I mean, fortunately, it was equally simple to undo, but man, just such a conceptual blunder, I guess. So Yeah, I don't know. I'm just really, what's the opposite of impressed with oneself? Actually, I guess maybe the word might actually be impressed, but not in the way that we tend to think of being impressed. Not not a good impression. All right. So yeah, so the walls here are like a bit scratchy, and that has to like use something else between like the scratchiness over here and the scratchiness over here. But the gist is that it basically has to get scratchy again at some point. You know what? I can use kind of like a treatment that I actually haven't done here really. Is I can use like the scratchy walls and put rocks in front of them, which I guess is kind of what I'm doing here. But I blend it so quickly that I never really actually have a span like that. So yeah, let's do that. And I might go even more geometric here. I might like really like push the remnants of underground city sort of feel. All right, so yeah, this doesn't have to be particularly difficult or complex or anything. Oh, you know what? I like to do the rock shading on another level so that I don't have to use the color picker tool so much. So I'm gonna do it on this layer, and I'm just gonna put in rocks, just more like this, I guess, just like extend an extension of that, I guess, actually. So do rock 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 rocky rock. This one's shaded because it's underneath that other rock. And then I guess I could do like a more oblong. This rock is just like super crushed. Just all these rocks leaning up against it. Oops, that's not really the shape that I was hoping for. Nor is that. Alright, just rocks. Just rocks. Alright, and the line width should be a little bit narrower on the upper edge and thicker on the lower edge. And this one actually is pretty well shaded. I guess we can see like a hint of it, and that's about it. Alright, so yeah, and then I guess more just rocks like spilled on the ground, and that might be most of it. A few rocks, just kind of. Yeah, there don't even need to be that many rocks, huh? There could just be like fairly blank cave wall. Like there's nothing really wrong with that. So yeah, maybe I won't even. Maybe I just won't even. Get rid of that one. What was that? I don't know what that line was supposed to be. Just a really bad attempt at shading, maybe. Alright. Yeah, alright, so I will add like another rock or two, because this cave is like just really, really full of rocks. If you hadn't gotten that impression by this point, then wow. Alright. Yeah. So, and then okay, yeah. So then the other piece, I guess, is the wall texture itself, which is I tend to exaggerate a little bit, like going at that angle, and then like actually the only position that I actually really do this so far is at the entrance to the cave. Yeah, it's just very it's subtle. It's like it's just yeah. I don't know. It's not even that great of an effect. Maybe that's why I don't do it more often. It's because it doesn't really sell much. But yeah, I guess it's basically just about like a bit like that, I guess. Just yeah. I don't know. Whoops. Not like that. Uh Doop-a-doo. Oh, that's me zoning out again. So events, huh? Yeah, one thing that occurred so yeah, I jot down that list of like last week I was brainstorming events, kind of. And I jot down oops, change brush. Oh, I was hitting the wrong hotkey. I was wondering why I didn't change brushes. Yeah, so I was brainstorming events, and the thing that occurred to me is that I wasn't actually trying to like get super involved. Like I was being really picky, or like I don't know, I was putting like more thought than I think I should have into the event creation last week. So I should probably, to the extent that I can, uh, not get as like in my own head, or I don't know. It should be like the whole point of making those events was supposed to be like a little bit quicker, a little more rapid fire, kind of. Oh, the top of this oops, yeah, the top of this cave is, oops, it's a bit uneven, or it's too even. It's not uneven enough. One of those things. Yeah. All right. And then I could be pretty much, I could be pretty close to done. Let me just even out the, or like, improve this texture a little bit. Texture. Not supposed to worry about texture. But I meant it in a good way. Maybe? I don't know. Alright, it's still looking a little, oh, it's looking a little regular right here, I think, because it's all just like whatever. Alright, I'm gonna call that fine for now. Maybe I'll want to revisit it later. We'll see. Alright, so save this. And then let's do it over here as well. So yes, first things first, I can draw in the ground layer. And hopefully the cave, yeah, I can say with pretty fair certainty that the cave is going to be the biggest of these tasks. And then the rest should be a little, they should go at least a little quicker. Or at least, well, not necessarily quicker. This is actually the only part that I, for some reason in the cave, I decided, wouldn't it be great if I got really creative with like how the walls are shaped. Like I didn't just like go with one rock treatment and like cover the entire area with it. I just like kept changing it up, and like every so far along the rock wall there'd be like different like feature of the geology, or like some other thing going on there. In hindsight, I don't know. I guess it's kind of nice that at least one of the backgrounds is less samey. Like there's a little more detail to it, but oh man, I was about to call it like the most work I think I'd ever want to put into an environment, but I don't know if that's even true, because like when I keep saying someday I want to make a village, and the village is going to be even more work, just in terms of like getting all like the houses and all the people and everything. That's actually going to be quite an endeavor. So I guess I'll say for now the most I'll have worked on is the cave. For now, I won't do anything more requiring more effort than the cave. So yeah, this color for the upper bands. I should really figure out sometime why my stylus sometimes just like, or my tablet just like, it says if I picked my stylus off the tablet, except for the fact that I'm still very clearly pressing my stylus to the tablet and it's just not doing anything anymore. Like it stops moving the cursor. I don't know what that's about exactly. It would be interesting to know though. You know what I should probably get rid of is there's a little button on the side of my stylus, and I think sometimes, I don't think it's all the time, but I think sometimes I accidentally click the button with my with like my thumb as I'm drawing. But I'm also fairly certain that that's not what's happening in all of these circumstances, because sometimes um, it like I think what was that what just happened, and I feel and like nope, my thumb is definitely not pressing that button. I think this button pops off. Maybe not on this stylus, but I know on past styluses that I've had, this side piece is accidentally. Hey, Kev Island, welcome. How's it going? Uh, I know. I think I dropped my stylus once, and this piece popped out. This one doesn't want to come off though, so I won't force it. It'd be nice though, because I think it also just doesn't work. Is the other thing. I think it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. I think it's supposed to be like a right-click function. I think. But it definitely doesn't like open a context menu or anything. So I don't know what that's about. All right. Oh yeah, I was drawing rocks. Let's get back to that. All right, so I'll use this layer, and yeah, I was thinking more geometric here. So like, I don't know. Sometimes the rocks just like have very squarish type shapes to them. Oops, wrong button. That could be fine. So before I start adding detail, let's spec out what these rocks are like. So this one seems to be rounded. I think this one, I don't know. That loose edge is implying roundness, but so yeah, actually this one will probably be the last of the rounder rocks. Right, and I'll clean that up. So, well, one more is fine. Yeah, okay. And then so maybe just like, oh, you know what I did once and then undid, and I don't think I ever redid. Yeah, like I put it in a place where I was working on these like rocks, and then I just kind of stopped. Oh yeah, I should do it in this direction. Oh yeah, so I kind of made like a domino sort of thing, which I liked, but then I didn't use. I made it for a piece of rocks that I didn't end up using ultimately, so as a result, my dominoes like never actually went anywhere. Never actually did anything. So I don't know if this is gonna work. No, I might. This might. I did it in like a more outdoor space because like they tend. Well, like I did it there. I did it in an outdoor space, and they tend to like even more than I anticipated. They imply like a strong sense of volume, because like there's these cracks between them, and like what goes here. I don't think I can really just like shade it, because that doesn't make any sense. It's like, what is in those cracks? I could put rocks in front of it to cover some of it, but it still doesn't explain like what's in the upper areas there. Maybe I can just like blot out the upper areas and cover up the the lower areas. But then like the so in terms of like the shaping of them, they'd be like, I don't know, it'd be like they're supposed to be like flat fronted sort of and flat sided. Oh yeah, I didn't even put an edge on this one. I don't think this is gonna work, but I just want to see what it looks like. Excuse me. And then I guess like I don't know. That might be okay. That might be optimistic to think this is okay though. Probably not okay. So, well, I guess that kind of explains what I can do in terms of like filling in these areas. I can just like, that might not be impossibly bad. Is apparently the measure that I'm going for here. As long as it's not impossibly bad, then it's possible. It's possible. We have hope. I don't know though. I don't have a lot of hope, at least not yet. Yeah, no, maybe that's fine. I think I'm gonna call this fine. I'll just round out the lower edges a little bit. And then, yeah, no, that's good. It's not exactly the same look that I went with the dominoes before, but there's like a different setting too, and so it only really works. It doesn't work in the same way. Oops. There's. I know I should just like pick up my brush more often, and that's how I could make the undo tool do like half undos. But I forget to pick up my brush a lot, and so then when I hit undo, it gets rid of way too much. All right, so almost there. Just cleaning up these lines. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Save that. Yeah. Alright, so this is it now. This is the new cave, the new extended cave. So, I was thinking some of what I did here would be useful for not having to redraw as much of this. Oh, but one thing I definitely have to do. Oh, that might be partially true. Yeah, no, that's actually probably true. It's just not on this side. It's gonna be more helpful on this side. Because wait, no, never mind. No, right, because I do have to. Yeah, I need to. Okay, so I'll see. Some of this might be helpful. All right, copy this. Paste this. What is this? Oh yeah, that's just there for later. New layer. Paste this. No. I clearly copied the wrong. Oh, I forgot to smoosh these layers. Right. So this is good, and then. Oh yeah, I'll save it. So I'll save this separately, and then. Well, I guess I might as well smoosh these layers down because the rest of the image is smooshed. Copy that. There we go. Alright, so that is a bit repetitive. So I think what I'm going to do is deselect, cut like, I don't know, like to here, and then slide this down. Actually, I guess I can just get rid of that part. And then I just have to cover up this area, because we're not going to have this. Oh, wait, I think I already differentiated. Yeah, I already differentiated that side. So I actually can, I can keep some of this. I'll just, oh, wait. No, but this shape is going to repeat almost immediately, because this shape comes up here as soon as we make the transition. So no, I should not reuse those rocks. Alright, so, I guess, yeah, I'll just draw on this layer. Let's pick this color, and then just like, yeah, a lot of this is just gonna go away. Too soon. Too soon. I hope you don't mind if. Oh, hey Tom, how's it going? Welcome. Sorry, did I? Oh wow, I was super not paying attention. But C++, that is yeah, my opinion on C++ is, if you're still here, which I'm sorry for taking so long to respond. My opinion C++ is going to be a little bit slanted, because it was like basically the first language that I started programming in, and so it's basically what I use as a basis of comparison for other things. So like, yeah, so yeah, I guess it's hard for me to really think of it and like consider like what about it is something that I like or otherwise. C++. Yeah, it's great. It's like, you can make really sharp programs with it. It's a little bit like there's a lot of depth to it. So if you like learning, it's good, because there's a lot to keep up with in terms of like, just I mean, learn. It's there's some nuance to it. So like learning it is not, the most easy or obvious thing, and there are a lot of there are like developments to it too, which you know I get, it can be advantageous to keep up with. So uh, that's cool that you're working with that. Sorry for not responding faster. Uh, all right. So I don't know what I'm putting here. I just had to start drawing before I had any clear idea what to put here. So actually, wait, before I move on to that layer, I'm just gonna quickly hide this layer and also cover this stuff up. Yeah, probably shouldn't matter, but just in case. All right. And then so oops, wrong layer. No, that was the right layer. Why was that not working? Oh, it was working. All right, there we go. So yeah, I should cover up more of this probably. Hold on, let me see how much of this is like samey. Actually, no, I guess a lot of that won't be samey because it got chopped up a little bit. No, it kind of is because it happens right here. So yeah, I should not lean on that. I should redraw that section as well. Oh well, I guess I don't actually get any benefit from what I just drew. That's fine. It's just rocks, just a few extra rocks. So I won't bother going further than that though. Well, so what do I want to put here? I could put. So it can't be like. It can't have gaps. I could just do like stack stones. Stack stones might be the easiest. To have those. Well, I do kind of have a lot of those. But whatever. It wouldn't hurt to have a little bit more, I guess. Alright, so just the thing I like about stacking stones, as I hope to in the near future, is that you can add a lot of like you can apply a lot of depth with it by putting stones on top of each other. You can kind of like show how the you can kind of show how the how the shapes of the stones like interrelate. So that's cool. So it's got that going for it, which is cool. And let's see how many times I can use that phrasing of that statement before people tell me to shut up. Alright, I'm zoomed too far out to do fine detail. Alright, I mean this is kind of quick and cheap, but maybe also fun. Whoop. Wow, how'd that happen? What layer am I on? I'm on layer 4. Oh, I didn't mean to use the eraser tool? No. Wait, why did the eraser tool? Oh, was I using like the clone? I must have accidentally picked up like the clone stamp tool or something. Wait, no. What's going on here? What madness is this? Why is that line not erasing? Oh, because there's another line underneath it that looks the same. Right. Okay. Oops, wrong tool. Color pick. There we go. And then how do I put these together? I guess I can just kind of like lean them against each other. It's like, I don't know, it'll just be indistinctly darkened there, and then, oops, wrong tool. And then we can just like, oh. We can just draw in the highlights. It's a little confusing, the layers that I've got going on here. Oops, wrong tool, or wrong color. Sorry. Uh, I just listened to something funny by accident. Wow, what's going on here? Why is that shape so lame? Maybe it's fine. I'll just not worry about it. Robble, robble. This is clearly not the best system that I'm using to draw in these seams. Oops, wrong tool. Wrong tool. But whatever, we're almost there. Almost. Almost there. This is... Hold on. Hey, Spiderman Swag. How's it going? And Crab Power, welcome. Alright. Yeah, the shading here just changes like too abruptly. So I guess I'll just go with the side that was more established on that other end. And then I don't know, I guess it's like just darker in that corner for some reason. I don't care. Whatever, it's fine how it is. So let's just whoops, wrong way. Wait, what? No, I did a really terrible job of cleaning up underneath here. Whoops, undo. So much mess. So much mess. Now I'm like nervous to clean up some of those darkened lines because I can't remember which ones I drew over and which ones I didn't. Alright, that seems fine. Still fine. Good job, Crab Power. You did it. Huh. Yeah. Sure, why not? It was all because of your plan. Crab Power, you came up with it. No, actually I rarely do 2D. I've been doing 2D a lot lately just because this project's in 2D. But yeah, I almost never work on 2D. Like before this project I'd never worked in 2D. So no. To answer your question. Save me. Help, why am I still working on 2D? Save me. Save me from this project. Alright, yeah, so oh, let's get better edges on the floor, I guess. Just like hook them in slightly. Not like that, but like kind of like that, I guess. And then also, I just want to put like a line just to get some texture on it, just like any texture on it. That's not right. It's not quite right, but whatever. I don't care. Maybe it'll look better from a distance. These are lies that I'm telling myself. Oh, whoa! We have to transition to that type of background. Right. So we should probably tone it way down with this. All right. So this is where it gets flat. It gets flat here, and we'll have like a. This is okay. So this is the end of the geometry. We can put another rock. We can put another rock up here, and that's all just super fine, super fine. I tell you, super fine. All right, and then to get the edges to get this transition to work a little bit better, I guess I have to I'm gonna have to what's going on? All right, wrong color. I need to yeah, crack these edges a little bit. And I guess maybe I'll I don't know if this is probably not gonna work. But I'll just try I don't know, kind of using those like shape lines that I sometimes use and seeing if that will help give way to this other texture. I don't know if that's gonna do anything good, but whatever, it's worth a shot. Uh, that's fine. We're good. That's it. I don't have to worry about this anymore. Actually, one thing I will do is I think I might try and make this like a little more craggy, like it's broken at a weird angle or something. And then that's fine, I guess. Well, it didn't quite accomplish what I meant to accomplish, because specifically I wanted to make it look like it was broken down. Down is in the downward direction. What are some of the games I have made? Some of the games or some of my previous projects are, you can play them on my site. If you go to srsly.bz, there are a few projects there, and then the next project that I plan on working on is whoops, caps lock. Oh really, caps lock or capital? Huh. I didn't know you were also case sensitive. That's interesting. Whoops. No. What are you doing? Not that website. Sorry, my browser is like slightly shifted off screen, so I don't actually have my navigation buttons. On my site has a few of the projects I'm working on, and then here's the one that here's a link to the one that I plan on working on next. All right. Those are my independent projects. So, as mentioned in my profile, I worked in AAA for a while. But it also mentions in my profile which games I worked on in AAA. So, how about that? Alright, yeah, I just wanted to do that. And I don't know, that wasn't important, but I wanted to. It was in my heart. I felt it. So, alright, save this. I can smoosh these layers back together now. And then, actually, yeah. I was like wondering why I didn't like how this looked, and I think it's just because I did it kind of fast. Oh, actually, you know what? Just one last quick change is I'm going to narrow this a bit, because I don't think that's supposed to actually be as thick as it is. It's actually supposed to be pretty thin, I think. So let's save that. Wait, that was undo, not save. Redo, save. Alright, and then let's, wait, what are these layers? Oh, right, okay, so now we can smoosh these together. Smoosh these together. And save this and export this. So select all, copy, file, open the ping version of Nearground. Paste this, save this, and we're good. Did we save this? This is the layered version, so we still have to export this as well, right? And this is all together now. Alright, so copy, file, open. This is the cave loop itself. This is not the transition piece. Cave, Nearground. Alright, so here's the old one. Expand canvas. Blammo. Here's the new one. Save that. Alright, cool. So now we have to just do the same thing with the middle layer of the cave, so that we can do the same thing with the middle layer of the transition. Sorry, I was just chuckling at Sassamade. I have Sassamade quite a few games. The reason I keep looking, if you see me looking off in this direction, it's because it's snowing outside and I like snow, and that's the direction of my window. So don't mind me. If you catch me staring off in that direction for too long, though, I'll try and snap out of it. Alright, so same thing with this layer, with not that layer, this layer that we did before. We have to figure out what the old seam was, and recreate the old seam, because I'm a crazy person, or I'm just a silly person, I guess is what that's about. Alright, so mountains transition to cave. Let's get the mid-ground piece. Alright, yeah, it used to be right next to the minecart, the mine shaft. Really? That doesn't seem right. Whatever. I won't question it. Alright, so then, so deselect all of this, add in a new layer. Hey, Enjoyer, how's it going? Welcome. Things are going pretty well. In the just the thing that I was planning on working today, as soon as I started working on it, I realized that I had made like a really dumb mistake like a while ago, like a long time ago too. And so now, in addition to the thing that I had been, in addition to the regularly scheduled stuff that that I intended to work on today, I get to clean up some of my old errors. I get to atone for my past mistakes. So right, so when I hide this layer, it doesn't look like I'm actually doing anything, which is good. Because that means we have them lined up correctly. All right, so let's invert selection. Edit, invert selection. Let's cut this and save it somewhere safe. So new, whatever, paste. All right, so we got that hanging out. Or we don't actually need this. In fact, we don't. Well, we'll come back to that in just a second. We don't need this layer either. Well, actually, I'll need it to draw on in a second, so let's just delete from this layer. All right, so now, yes, let's slide this whole thing all the way to the edge. Yes. So select all. Oops, wrong tool. Hey, it's event time. Slide this whole thing down in this direction. Cool. GT, how's it going? Did I say hi to you? I said hi to Enjoy, but I think I tuned out right after that. So welcome as well. We are moving the Earth to our whims. We're just the entire mines, this entire underground system. We're just like ripping it up, starting over. Not literally, but pretty close. All right, so copy this, and now we can. Oh, actually, I guess this is what we'll use our new layer for. Let's connect the edges here. This should fit back together cleanly. Mostly cleanly. Yeah, pretty cleanly, I think. Yeah? Yes. Yeah? Yeah? Yes, that was correct. Look at that, perfect. Alright, so then the other thing to do, alright, so there's not a lot of transparency near this edge, which is good. And if we slide this on down, there won't be much transparency near that edge either. The question is like, where do I want to add in more stuff? Where is a good place to add in more stuff? I guess this is probably a fine opportunity to add in more stuff, considering... Oh, this is the petrified tree, though. This is the part where I was going to do like a slopey upward sort of thing, but then I realized that, whoops, I ran out of space, and it's up against this area too. So this segue is not as subtle as I would have liked it to be. So I might add in... I might make this the cut. Yeah. I might make two cuts, because if I make this the cut and I slide this all the way to the end, then this transparency gets kind of close to the end. We might have buffered against that satisfactorily, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt to add in a little more bufferage there. So maybe I'll do both. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just do whatever. Yeah, maybe I'll just cut it there. This doesn't have to be deluxe. I have enough on my plate without having to. Good job, NJ. Uh, Chase. Yes, Chase. Oh. Huh. What happened there? Oh, no, no, it doesn't. No, Chase doesn't do anything. The only actual options there are uproot and corral. Chase is a fake option. I was like, wait a second, what happened there? But yeah, no, Chase is a fake option. Perfect uproot. Is that event type? That must be event type 4. Huh? Alright. Well, it used to be called event type 4. Now it's called event type, now it's called event type 5. I'm pretty troll. Wait, you were chasing ducks around. What did you expect? You're clearly not you're clearly not trying to accomplish much there. So you got exactly what you expected. I would hope. You got exactly what you could have expected. I'm sure. All right. All right. And now I just need to. Whoa! Wait. That's not where I meant to cut it. Oh, right. I didn't merge these layers. Smoosh. All right. And now same thing. I mean, I could have cut it there, but whatever. So, alright, so now, yeah, this should be fairly straightforward. I just basically do the same thing that I did before, except slightly more gradual now. Like, I don't have to just, like, jump immediately from, I don't have to jump immediately from like, the more, the rougher edges to the more stone blocked edges or walls. Deselect that. I mean, this is also the center, so I could add more features of transparency if I felt like it. And I might, because it's less stuff to draw. Probably not though. Yeah, no, probably not. Alright, so oh yeah, this layer is a little bit weird because like these red lines down here represent things that really just don't even, we'll just never see anything below these red lines. And I feel like this red line on the bottom is actually a little low. I think we never actually see. I think this red line on the bottom could actually be higher, but whatever. For now, I'll just use the same red line. Alright, deselect. There we go. Just stretch this across. Color pick here. Spill here. Alright, and then let's do the same thing for the upper edge. And we can actually delete this upper edge once we're done. Like the red on the top, we can actually delete it once we're done drawing. Because it's actually not important. And it would technically save us a few pixels if we did get rid of it. 0, hey, how's it going? I can read chat a little bit. I'm not great at it. But I can technically. I am technically literate. Alright, deselect. Pick this color, spill here, lower the tolerance. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so yeah, now I just need to fill in this shape. So I'm going to add in a new layer to draw my detailing on. And yeah, this is going to be pretty straightforward. I mean, the background in the cave is not supremely visible, so like for this stuff, oh, I can use a slightly finer brush. I'll use like a size 4 brush. Again, I shouldn't get too picky, pixelated, picky, pixel. I'll stop saying those words now. But I can get a little slightly more detailed because it's supposed to be further in the distance. So I don't know if that necessarily makes sense. I say that sometimes, like, oh, in the back layers I can make finer detail, but I don't know if that's actually true. I don't know if I should actually be doing that. And that's actually kind of a bad habit that I've gotten myself into. Whatever. All right. So then, so yeah. So right. Last time I tried to like justify this weird edge, and I ended up making it just basically look weird. So now I don't have to do that. I can make it up. I can make up for how it's actually supposed to be. So I will start, I think, from this edge. No, that's what got me into trouble last time. uh, uh, Perg, you've had like a weird attitude today, so I'm gonna say see you tomorrow. um, have a good one. Uh, so, uh, right, yeah, so the reason I got myself into that, or the way I got myself into that last time was just that I got carried away with these weird block shapes, and I just ran right up against the edge. So now all right, well, I can have the whole thing on screen at the same time, so I can hopefully plan out my space a little bit better this time. And speaking of planning out my space, I might as well just like, all right, so I'll like reintroduce like, I mean this won't be permanent, but oh actually, oh yeah, this is the other thing, is that there's no like floor per se. Oh no, I guess I do have a floor sometimes. Yeah, so I guess there probably should be a floor. All right, so oh yeah, that's what my other layer was for. Oh yeah. This is actually supposed to be the ground layer, or this is supposed to be roughly the height of the ground. So like clearly I have not stuck with that 100%. Sometimes it comes down further than that, but I mean hypothetically this is about the height of the ground. So uh, so I yes. Okay. So if I just start, am I on the correct layer? Which layer is this? Yeah, that's the correct layer. If I start just stacking rocks, hypothetically, I should actually start stacking them about like there, technically. Uh, but I do also sometimes do like these rockfall things that like kind of spill into the foreground. So I mean, it's not bad if I. Oh yeah, no. This is actually not supposed to be the edge. This is not supposed to be the ground per se. This is supposed to be the kind of like where the floor meets like the wall sort of thing. Like that's what that line is supposed to represent. So I can like put rocks on the floor. Like that's fine. So I can put like rocks here. It just means that they're on the floor. That was what that red line was there to remind myself. And actually specifically what's below this red line I don't really need to care about. Oh yeah, this is actually more the red line than that lower red line. I mean they're both red lines, but they kind of mean different things. All right, so I'll just I'll start by introducing like a few rocks, and then it'll get bigger. It like ends. Well, huh. Yeah. Uh, Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, actually, that's one thing that I don't really do here. Like I kind of here stack like rocks a little bit, but I don't do the same sort of like carved in sort of geometry that I do. Like here is like the most that I ever do with it. So I might actually try and do something slightly interesting here. Like I might try and like stack it just like really far in. See what that does. So, and actually I might even put in a little transparency, because why not? Uh, oh yeah, the reason I let Perg take a breather, and I mean, yeah, I just made it so that he doesn't have to worry as much about coming up with words today. Uh, it's I don't know, he's here earlier, and he clearly wasn't interested in like participating in a conversation. He or she, don't know, he or she, I don't know what sort of, like maybe it was just having a bad day or something, and it was like, I don't know, it was just really obvious, like from the nature of the chat participation, that like that wasn't that was something that he brought with him, or he or she brought with him, or her, they brought with them, and was not anything that we really need here. But I mean, I think if you get if you're taking a breather from chat, like you can still actually watch the channel. I think it's pretty much just like a chat restriction. So no hard feelings, nothing personal. Just we're just we're just having a quiet time. They and I. All right. I'm not a good moderator, but I do like think about the things that I do before I do them. So uh, that was just my brief explanation there. So doop doop. So yeah, what do I want to? How do I try? So right, so the whole point of putting the break here was so that I could more cleanly transition this texture or this wall type into the other type. And so how am I going to do that? I guess I'll probably just do what I always do. Like this wall doesn't like this wall type tends to just like hook off into the distance. Like it tends to just like end at a certain point. Or like, sometimes there are like caves in it. But yeah, I think I'll just do what I usually do, which is to just end it. So it'll stretch for a short distance, and then we'll start to just like hook into the background here. And this is where the geometry will come in, or it'll be like the rocks will just kind of like be up against this wall a little bit, and then oops, wrong tool. And then as we bring in the geometric shapes, they'll just kind of like take over. So this is where we might have a little transparency too. Like we might see into the background hypothetically. No, it doesn't. It doesn't look anything like that. um. I have accidentally made that mistake before, but I didn't make that mistake here. So you just have that on the mind, Zero. That's all. You're just seeing it in places because for some reason that's what your brain is telling you to do. All right. If there was something on screen that was reminiscent of that for a moment, it's clearly gone. So because of stream delay, it's really not helpful to point those things out. Because by the time you said that in chat, or like by the time, technically by the time you said that, I'd already far moved on. I'm sure for like, because stream delay from your perspective, you can't tell that that's necessarily the case, but that is technically the case. All right. So, sure it did. I'll go back and watch the archives because it's super important that we figure this out. All right. Then this is supposed to give way to more geometric shapes, so I might as well just like start stacking them in. Well, I should kind of plan out like what I was planning on, or what I was thinking of for this space. So it's like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but it's basically like I want to just basically like tier stuff. That was too far. I basically just want to like tier stuff and like stack blocks so that not like that. What am I trying to do here? I don't know. Maybe they're even like, or yeah, I don't know. So like, all right. So we have these blocks. These blocks are fairly like stoic. Actually, one thing I'm gonna do real quick is actually just get rid of this texture. This texture is left over from the old transition, or the old seam there. Don't need that. All right. So what is going on here? I guess like, all right. So what if kind of like on the other side? Like, what if we'll just cut in on this edge, so we can have like, I don't know, something like that, or I don't know. I said what I thought was like maybe a cool idea, and I don't know if it is. So it's probably not. I should probably not be trying to do this, but I don't know. We'll see. was basically just thinking of like I was gonna see if I could like pile stuff up in a way that like we could have like peeks through it. I mean, I guess I'm kind of just like trying to do something more like this again. So maybe I shouldn't, because maybe that's enough of that. That's as much of that as we ever really need, I guess. All right, no, I should just do something different instead. Oops. Well, I don't. Yeah, no, I did. That part was correct. Just not this part. Oops, wrong layer. Oh, I was probably drawing on the wrong layer for most of that too. So, all right. So what am what am I actually doing here? I guess I didn't need to cut off that wall as fast as I did, but whatever. Maybe we'll just do like a simpler version of like nothing as grand as what I was picturing, but like just like alright, so alright, that rock's fine, I guess. Why not? So let's have like oh yeah, how about rounder stones piled up? Because we do get pretty squarish. Well, I guess those are rounder stones piled up. There are only so many things you can do with rocks before you just kind of like start repeating yourself. But maybe I should make a rock snowman. Rock snowmen cheer me up a bit. Uh, uh, doop-a-doop. Oh no, you're sick? That sucks. Sorry to hear that, Zero. So remember, like, are you like, oh yes. Rock snowmen are just when I put like two rocks on top of each other. It's basically just, it's nothing special. It's just a rock snowman. That was a very oblong rock snowman. The other rock snowmen that I've made so far have been more like, just like, I don't think I've actually made a full snowman. I don't think I've actually ever put three rocks on top of each other, but um, I can picture something. You know when you have like a very clear idea in your mind of like what something should look like, but then like you try and put your pen to paper, and it's just like I've mentioned this a few times before. You try and put your pen to paper, and you're it just doesn't happen. It's just like you can picture it so clearly in your mind, and yet for whatever reason it refuses to like your hand like refuses to draw the shape correctly. That can get you a little frustrating. Uh, so wait, what am I trying to do here? Like anything? Am I trying to do anything here, or is this kind of just like whatever? I guess. Well, if I was gonna do a cutaway, I would have to justify both sides of the cutaway. So maybe I shouldn't do a cutaway. Maybe I should just do a like a pile of rocks. Just a big old pile of rocks. That's all. I guess I don't know. Yeah, I could do something similar to what I do over here. Why not? So yeah, maybe this part will actually be a cutaway. And then but where am I going with it? I guess like there's not really any point. Yeah, there's not much point in cutting away like the top section, because like if you just look at the top section, it doesn't actually look like anything's really animating. Because the background behind this is pretty plain. I guess the only real reason to give the cutaway is just for the darker tone to try and sell the depth that way. So I guess that's fine. And I just realized I need to bring this one down a little further because the one that goes behind it has to be behind it. All right. Oh yeah, okay. So well, that this big rock is kind of cool because I can actually like add some texture to it. Which I like doing. Most of the times, like rocks are like the rounder stones are not actually big enough to actually have like an internal sort of texture to it. Not that that was so exciting, but it's better than nothing. Uh, hey, Days Flash, welcome. How's it going? Uh, all right. This isn't gonna be a masterpiece, so I should probably just like go faster. And I guess, well, yeah. So I'll have like this. Oops, I'll have this rock kind of just like skip. Stop doing that. Oh, do I have the wrong color picked? I'll have this rock just kind of like touch the surface. So really, the only transparency will be here, just this little window, I guess. And then on the other side of this, we can just put whatever we want. I don't know why I'm keeping that red line at the top. It's really not important. I could just erase all of that, but yeah. So yeah. Which layer am I on? I think this is the correct layer. Yes. Alright. Just gonna shade this a little bit more. Just to make it look slightly recessed. Alright. So yeah, now so now I think this is probably just gonna be more like that. Then I can make it like hard edged if I wanted to. Why though? Why would I do that? I guess to even more strongly indicate like the existence of like a of like an underground city. Foreshadowing. There's not really another reason to have such like I got really like I didn't kind of the idea for the underground city came out of the fact that I was like, why are these stones like also like square shaped? Like why am I drawing square shaped stones? I was like, oh okay, yeah, maybe there's an underground city or something. So I guess maybe I'll continue that for no particular reason. And then I guess that will make a little more sense than the petrified tree that I used to have here. So I don't know. Let's just oh, I'm just gonna make a giant crack. Just gonna make like a huge like gnarly like crack in the wall sort of situation going on. That looks a little weird, but hold on. And it's gonna be like branching and I could actually no, I was gonna say I could put transparency there, but that wouldn't make sense. I don't know. It just amuses me. I kept trying to put like little cracks in stone, and I could never do too much with it. I always had to like I had to I never had like a big enough like canvas. Like I never had like a big enough spot on the wall where I could do like a really big crack. This is the closest I've gotten. And I don't know if it's working. Maybe that one needs to be less far. No, I think I just need to be more deliberate because that's like not what cracks look like. I think that is actually more so the issue with what I'm trying to draw. So hold on, let me give you that another shot. So how would this stone crack if this stone was going to crack? If it cracked up the foundation, then it would if it cracked. Okay, so what if it cracked like more straight at first, and then I don't know if this is working. No, I don't think that's working better. Alright. Oh, sorry. Chat. Hey, Connor, how's it going? Welcome. Yes. Although technically the dev name was JRNE, and I'm calling it SideQuest now. So I'm working on SideQuest actually. But you're mostly, I think you have the right idea. Uh, oh well, that's all right, Zero. That's better than oh oh thank you, Andrea. I was just gonna say Zero. That's I guess if you're gonna be sick, then I guess that's better than not anything. Okay. I'll all right. So how's the stone crack? I guess yeah. Maybe it don't have to be as like I don't know. I like that very literal like hey here's like a snaky like cracky stone thing going on. But maybe I could just be a little more. No, I don't know. I think I like because the snaky cracky whatever didn't look super great the first time in my opinion. I was thinking like maybe instead of cracking like that, maybe the stone just kind of like cleaved or like sheared cleanly. I don't know if it's gonna necessarily work to try and get that sort of look either. It might just look like I'm trying to like grow a tree underground. Uh, uh, that's not bad, I don't think. Uh, Maybe I should just get rid of this harder line. Get rid of that, and like just go. Should I like more? Because I don't think they're both correct. I think I probably get. Well, the one spelled with a Y doesn't actually refer to anything. The one spelled with an E was the dev name, and I only used the dev name because I didn't have a real name. And then SideQuest is the real name. Is the difference? I know that was. I know you weren't actually asking, but that I don't know. So yeah, no, maybe that's fine. Maybe they're both fine. Just all of them. I'm gonna move it slightly, and then be done with this probably. So let's click it over here, short distance, and then I'm gonna call that fine. All right, cool, done. Save that, and then okay, so we can smoosh these layers, and I can re-export these layers. Copy, file, open. Thank you, Connor. Yeah, that was one of the newer ones that we put in just recently. So, uh, um, oh, did your name turn like white in chat or something? Yeah, for the default UI, it's weird that they had that in there. Um, it's wait, oh, oops, I'm in the wrong hole. Oh wow. If the game crashes or just like looks crazy, it might be because I was in the wrong folder. I might have been editing the wrong files. But it'll look normal someday once everything's back together. What did I just do? I just did the middle ground. Yes. So paste this, expand canvas. Oh, and I had cut the red line off the top. So let's cut the red line off again. We don't need any of this. That's all unnecessary. Perfectly unnecessary. And again here. Alright. I think I got that. I think I cut it at the right place. If there's like a weird like pixel gap at the top of oh, that's just a little schmutzy. That's not actually supposed to be there. If there's like a weird pixel gap at the top of the art, then that will mean that I accidentally did it wrong. But I think that was the right point to cut it at. All right, cool. So yeah, now I just have to do the background, which is super easy. Oh, this is not a real thing. I don't need to save that. So yeah, let's go here. We can hide this. Let's show the background layer. Yes, and then so yeah, this is I'm just gonna say, all right, so deselect, just move this to the very edge. Oh, mispronunciation. Yeah, so so I'm mispronouncing a phrase that means Happy New Year in French, which I'm pretty sure is pronounced bony oni. I think is how you pronounce that one. So there you go, Kino. A very good bony oni to you. uh, oh, I'm in the wrong layer. All right, here we go. There we go. That's the correct layer. You still get if you even if you enter late in an event, you still get partial credit. So uh, uh, yeah, you didn't miss out completely, Enjoyer. You just still get partial credit for that, and that's because like it's largely because even after the event ends, you still see the action tags on stream because of stream delay. So just in case anyone is going by the action tags and the event happens to end like just before they, etc. etc. So all right, this is the simplest layer. So I'm literally just going to where'd my toolkit go? Where'd my tool panel go? Tool panel. Oh, there. I'm literally just going to copy another section here and paste it here, and then just like smoosh the edges so that they look good, and then call it a day. So pick this color. Actually, no, I'll pick the other color. Pick this color. Smooth the edge. And oh wow, that one was almost already smooth, almost. Alright. So save that. Oh, zero mistake. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Yes, you do still get it. Like if you're saying he didn't get anything, if you're saying that because it didn't say like his experience points, that's true. It doesn't. It's. Sorry, I was just laughing at someone's spelling. Uh, yes, it doesn't overtly say like, oh, you got this many experience points, because that only happens right at the end of the event, like right in the, like yeah. So, I mean, I could change that. I don't specifically intend to change that, but yes. So because the other thing is that technically everyone gets experience points for an event. Like anyone who's around gets 1 experience point just for having stuck around, and then if you participate in the action, you get partial credit, which is 1 more experience point. So you can't get like the nice bonus or like the perfect bonus, but you can still get 2 points for participating. But because they're very small amounts, it doesn't actually like advertise it. The advertised experience point gain is specifically for the end of an event to indicate like what were the direct results from that event. You will notice though the next time the experience points show up, it will be a slightly higher number though. It should be anyways. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I fixed that. I can double check, but I'm pretty sure that'll work. Sorry, I hope you don't mind. I have a I have a small bucket of purple sludge. And I'm just gonna have a sip. I hope you don't mind. Purple sludge. That is some sludgy purple stuff. Sorry. I didn't finish my breakfast before I started streaming today. Oh, cool! Now I have purple in my mustache. Great. Perfect. All right. What was I doing? I was like exporting this background. The purple sludge is it's magic. I got into magic recently, and so one of the things that I learned is how to make potions, and so this is one of my magical potions.